Still the One. Deep Haven Collection, Book 1. Written by Rachel D. Russell and Susan May Warren. Narrated by Brittany Goodwin. Chapter 1. Anything had to be better than returning to Deep Haven. Enemy fire, jumping into hostile territory, 12 months of MREs, even cleaning the pit toilets in a remote desert outpost. Anything but having to face the one person who'd destroyed his life. Cole Barrett turned up the defrost fan, his grip tight on the steering wheel. The clouds hung low over Lake Superior, passing cars whipping up a cocktail of snow and ice against his windshield as he traveled north on Highway 61. And now, because the rental company had loaned out the Ford Explorer he'd reserved, he was stuck in a ridiculous Dodge Grand Caravan and 30 minutes behind schedule for his meeting with Deep Haven real estate agent Nathan Decker. In 48 hours, the deal would be done. He'd have his grandfather's house cleared out and listed for sale, and hopefully, he'd also hear from the US Marshal's service for an interview. And really, it couldn't happen fast enough. He eased his foot off the gas when hazard lights materialized through the snowy January haze. As he drew closer, he spotted a woman standing on the berm of plowed snow that bordered the highway, her Subaru pitched into the ditch. She wore her blue knit cap pulled down low, and wisps of blonde hair snapped around her forehead as they escaped the scarf wound halfway up her face. From the angle of her car, the quick math told him she'd hit a patch of ice and spun off the road, burying her front end in the snow. Cole glanced at the clock and groaned. Yet another delay. Yeah, well, he couldn't just leave her there. There was no way she'd get out without assistance. And considering how hard it was to get a text through to Nathan up the road in Deep Haven, he didn't figure she had any help on the way. He slowed, pulling onto the shoulder ahead of her. Slush splattered on his boots, and he tugged his black leather jacket closed against the icy Minnesota gale that sliced through the fabric of his shirt. From the looks of the slope of the ditch, if she'd slid a foot farther, her front bumper would have embedded into the berm, and he'd need more than his bare hands to dig her out. As it were, the right leverage and his brute strength might get them both on their way in a jiffy. "Hey!" She'd scrambled down the snowbank as he approached. "Thanks!" She opened a passenger side door and dug through a box, chucking a bundle of blue flowers out of it. "Are you okay?" She looked over her shoulder at him. He couldn't help but think that she resembled a miniature Stay-Puffed Marshmallow Man in her thick gray down.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?